Hey guys, welcome to another review, and here's my review for Deadpool and Wolverine. I've been waiting to talk about this movie. I've been waiting to talk about this ever since the beginning of the year. I had this at my number one of the most anticipated movies of the year. This has been my most anticipated movie of the year. I have had problems waiting for this movie. I've been so impatient for like the last month for this movie. I have been so impatient to see this movie, and this has been my most anticipated movie of the year. I couldn't wait any longer, and I finally got to go see it. And I have been checking, I've been looking on the internet, just searching this movie up, and I just couldn't resist this movie. I have had problems waiting for this movie, and I have been, waiting for this movie so much, and I have been having, I have been shaking, I've been sweating for this movie, and I've had problems sleeping. This is my most anticipated movie of the year. I know, I'm a superhero, I'm a Deadpool fanboy, call me a fanboy. All my viewers are probably thinking, yeah, you're such a fanboy. I know, I'm a fanboy. But, yeah, this movie absolutely was enjoyable. I had a fun time with this movie. And so this definitely was a good quality entertainment. It was a solid movie. It's a whole lot of fun. Is it the best Marvel Cinematic Universe movie? No, but is it great? Absolutely. It's the very first MCU movie that's R, and it was a big excellence. It was awesome. This is one of the best. This is probably my second favorite movie of the year behind Dune Part 2. And I had a really good time watching this movie. This movie was just, this movie was great. One of the best movies of the year. Yeah, this movie, Deadpool is, it starts off in the X-Men universe, and then, it goes to the Marvel movies, and then, it goes to the Marvel universe, and it's the very first MCU movie that's R, and I've been so pumped to see the very first R-rated Marvel Cinematic Universe movie. And yeah, we're finally getting an MCU movie. We're finally getting an R MCU movie, and it was just an awesome movie. This has to be one of the best. This has to be one of my favorite superhero movies that's R. It's really great. So that's the plot to this movie. Deadpool is in his, trying to save his universe, but now, he's in the Disney Marvel universe now, and so now he's trying to find different variants of Wolverine, and, he's trying to find different variants of Wolverine, and so, this time around, he's just, the two of them are teaming up. And they start off, they don't really like each other at first, and then later they have to team up. And they were teaming up, and so I liked this also. What I really liked is that they fixed the duo with Deadpool and Wolverine because of what they did with him in X-Men Origins Wolverine. What they did with Ryan Reynolds in that movie. Oh, God, but they fixed him completely in this movie, the duo and everything. They fixed him completely. The fight scenes were awesome with Deadpool and Wolverine. It's been fixed completely. What I also really like about this movie is that you don't really need to watch too many movies to understand this movie. You would barely need to watch really anything. I would just recommend maybe watching the first. You don't even need to, not even really the Deadpool movies. Say if you've seen all the Marvel movies and some of the X-Men movies, and if you haven't seen the Deadpool movies, you could still see this. I would recommend watching maybe the first Deadpool. And Logan, too. If you don't want spoilers from Logan, you would have to watch the Logan. To avoid Logan spoilers, you would definitely have to watch Logan. But other than that, though, you don't really need to watch a whole lot of movies to understand this movie. That's what I like about this movie. With a lot of the other Marvel movies, you would just need to watch way too many movies to understand. Just too many movies, like 10 movies or so, and it's just too much. And that's the biggest problem I have with the Marvel movies. They just have you watch, the TV shows, the movies, and all that. Not everyone has seen all those, but with this movie, you would pretty much really only just need to watch a few movies to understand this movie. It's not barely even really any. To avoid spoilers from Logan, you would definitely want to watch Logan. And And if you're trying to, if you've seen all the Marvel movies, you'll have a good time with this movie. If the biggest movies I would recommend are the first two, like the first Deadpool, and maybe one of the X-Men movies and Logan. That's really it. You don't need to watch that many movies to understand this movie. Like, not even really. Like, I would just recommend Logan and the first Deadpool movie, and that's really it. Yeah, but other than that, I had a really great time with this movie. The action scenes were killer. The comedy was awesome. This theater was packed when I saw it opening night. I saw it last night, and I tell you, it was packed. Like, everyone was seeing this movie, and we got a big reaction of this movie. A lot of people were laughing in the theater. This movie was what I wanted. It had really great action scenes and great comedy and great acting too between Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman. Those two were icing on the cake. It was just, they were cherry on top. This movie was just absolutely, the duo in this movie was perfect. It has to be one of the best superhero duos. It completely fixed everything from X-Men Origins Wolverine, and so, yeah. Yeah, I've been so pumped to see this movie, and I'm finally seeing it. I finally saw it last night, and I'm relieved to tell you that it is very good. It is very, very, it is full-on fun time. Is it, as I said, it's definitely not the number one best Marvel movie, but it is a fun time. It is a really great time. I'll have to do my tier ranking of all the other Marvel movies. I haven't done this in a while. I haven't done a lot of tier rankings in a while, but I'll have to do the next one, maybe with the Marvel movies again, because of Deadpool and Wolverine. But yeah, this movie was fun. It was enjoyable. Everything about the only gripe I have with this movie, the only problem I have with it, is that the pacing is kind of fast. It was kind of fast, and some of the a couple of the CGI scenes were just, some of the CGI wasn't the best, some of it, but most of all, great effects, great entertainment, great acting, and great comedy, and just a fun time. It's definitely one of the better Marvel Cinematic Universe movies, because the MCU has been just iffy lately. Shang-Chi was pretty good. So was Spider-Man No Way Home, was one of the best movies I've ever seen. Guardians of the Galaxy 3 was great, and Deadpool Wolverine was really great too. And Black Widow was just decent. It wasn't bad, it wasn't great, it was just decent. And then a lot of the other Marvel movies were just falling south a bit, but this movie was one of the better ones. Yeah, I had a real great time with this movie. If you're looking for good movies out there to go see, if you like superhero movies, and if you haven't seen too many of them, I would recommend just watching Logan and first Deadpool. That's really it. You don't need to watch too many movies to understand this movie. I would recommend maybe even the first, X-Men to get to know Logan a little bit. Like maybe one of the previous standalone Wolverine movies, but you really don't need to watch too many movies. I would just recommend maybe watching three of them. Like a lot of the other Marvel movies, you'll have to watch 10 movies to understand. It's just way too much. But yeah, that's the biggest thing. One of the biggest things I like about this movie is that you don't have to watch too many movies to understand what's going on. And so it is a fun time. I had a real great time with this movie, and even if you're not a superhero fan, you might even still like this. It is a fun time. Really great comedy and great fighting scenes. Really great action scenes with Deadpool and Wolverine. And the fight scenes with Deadpool and Wolverine are great. And so, yeah. Hugh Jackman, Ryan Reynolds, the perfect duo for this movie. This has to be one of my favorite Marvel duos. I loved it. I loved those two together. It was just perfect. Ryan Reynolds, no one else could play Deadpool. Hugh Jackman, no one else could play Wolverine. Those two are just spot on to play each other. It was so awesome to see Wolverine back after 7 years. And so, yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna give Deadpool and Wolverine an A. So, yeah. That was my review for Deadpool and Wolverine. So, yeah. Please tell me what you thought of this movie. I'd love to know what your thoughts are on this movie, let me know down in the comment section below. Comment below, let me know. Yeah! Alright. So, if you like this, please subscribe to my channel and hit that like. Alright.